Welcome guys to another video of mine. Like as we start to grow up, life becomes quite difficult. It's like very hard to allow yourself to rest and enjoy. Like you feel very insecure to even enjoy little moments of life because of some thinking going on in your mind. Maybe it can be about future, or it's just that like you're like quiet, like not there at all. You may have this life, but you no longer feel like you are alive. It's just that like things are so like they are not maybe, but it's like everything just is quite so, it may feel so difficult and or meaningless. Like you feel like why, like you may see some people like they live and they enjoy, but for you it's like you are so disconnected with everything, and you might feel like what's wrong, and what is there that we can do, and can we help the self in this situation where you don't feel alive, or it's like everything is so stressful, and even things are not in reality, like they are just imagination, but like you can't help yourself. You understand? Like there is a state where you are completely hopeless, helpless, completely empty and quite confused, and you are completely unhelpful to yourself, but you still live. See, you still exist just because you have to, like you suffer still. So what is that state of mind, and what is that like, and to be aware about that is very good, because the thing is like what is wrong. Maybe you may think like we should go to the therapist, we should go to a psychologist or a doctor or someone, they can help you, but it's not about that. It's about existence is itself. Like they may give you some pills to make you happy, and that's what most people do. They drink alcohol, they take drugs, they may do so many things to or take in order to feel good, but that's not the solution, and I know that. Yes, medicine, doctors and all that, they are not the solution, because it's not that you are born like this. As a children we are completely so good, but as we grow up, these traumas come and negativity, life responsibilities and everything just come. They attack you, and the mind is vulnerable. It's just you are so innocent, and you are innocent. There is innocence in you, and you are innocent, and that's when like everything just attack you, and you feel like what is this. And when you allow things to suppress you, I mean, you just feel like maybe you have allowed people to and they have made you things to do, and it's like life has been more than you ever thought. Like it's just that it has been more difficult on you. Like you may have the capacity of suffering maybe just 20%. That's your capacity, and but you have to go through more and more, or you go through so much more, just because That's life. So it's like you feel completely unfair, and then you know like it's just bullshit. I know like it's not the problem, but the problem is maybe I am the problem. So there is a feeling that where we are existing but we are not alive. Like nothing is quite good enough. You know, is it maybe everything is good enough, but even without reason, something is wrong in mind. You know, you may feel this is a state of quiet depressive disorder or PSTD or whatever people call it, but that's like a professional society name given by doctors, and it you know that that's not the problem. Deep down, you know that this is not the problem. The real problem, you know, and it's just that the mind is filled with so much smoke and quiet uh, ignorance that it cannot just wake up. And when you just see children, and when you just walk, and when you just sometimes you feel yourself, maybe you watch video, maybe you listen to your favorite music, you quite feel great there, but then it's just for a moment, and maybe you are happy for 1 or 2 days, but then again you are normal and back to there where you used to be. Like what is wrong? Like what is that something that can be not figured out, or we can figure out, that is the problem, ultimate problem of it. I mean, you know, we need to find that. Like, I'm not talking about the secondary things like of life. Like people, they may find pleasures in basic things of life, but you know, like you are deep down, the system is just broken, and you want to fix it. The mind, you know, that it is just running and quite disturbed always, very much lost, and no matter what you do, but it is quite attacked, under attacked by its own logic, you know. And like you need a reason and a logic behind everything, and it's just that you're so tired of your own self. You understand, like that exhaustion of self, where you are tired from what you are, like literally, and you want to escape it. So what can you do here? What can be done? And to be honest, I really thought that the only answer we have, and I didn't thought, I knew like the only answer is spirituality. It's like we know, like they tell you that what are thoughts, what is mind, what is you, and who are you, and all that. But that's like that. It's like, you know that, like, see, the mind doesn't accept that. It would, like, it's so complicated, and it doesn't want to think, it doesn't want to solve itself. So it is so scared. It is fighting all the time, the mind. And this is the intelligence that we can see, that the reason we can differentiate the mind, or I call it the mind, is because of intelligence, that we are able to differentiate it, that we are not the mind. But it's just that it's impossible to accept it because we are not used to it. So what is the solution? What is the solution? And I have found a solution so many times. Like just sit alone and do nothing and watch your thoughts and just be present and all that. But even after that, I don't know why, but I'm again in the state, like I just forget, like, wow, what is this? Like no matter how hard you try, you have solutions of it, but you go back to there. So what can be done here? What can we do here? I don't know. Like, if you have answer, you can write that. But to be honest, I know there is an answer. But the problem is, that it doesn't stay. You understand that the state of the mind that we see, like it is the answer. And when you have this answer as the answer, it's there for 1 or 2 days, but again you are back to how you used to be. Like maybe I don't mean that you are permanent like this. Like there is a problem inside, like the mind is lost, you are exhausted from yourself, you are so tired, you are just tired from the mind and all that, worrying, anxieties and all that, and like it's just what you are. No, it's just that you have been living like this and you get distract from the truth. That is the truth. And this answer I'm not making, I'm not getting from anywhere. The reason why we are lost or why we get lost, why is that everything is just so disturbing or depressive, is because we get distracted. Like we know that we should not take anything seriously. I mean, why am I able to say this is because in the past I experienced something in me, like the state of no mind and no thoughts, where I saw that it's just thoughts, but it's just that it's so complicated to be there, to just see your thoughts, and it's so much confusing at the same time because it requires effortless, like it is effortless, and it's so effortless that any effort you make, so it's impossible to be there. I don't know if it is enlightenment or if it is God state, but there is a state. It's just that maybe with the time, with age, you may practice, maybe you may try to be there, and as you get used to that, then you start to see like now good, everything is fine. So the ultimate solution that we are not creating here, the ultimate solution cannot be taught, cannot be created, cannot be given to the mind, because it is a problem of the mind, so mind cannot help itself. So ultimately you have to drop the mind. You are only happy when you are dropping the mind. Dropping means when you let go the mind. It cannot be easy because there is a logic behind every logic, but it may take time. This is exactly what most people do. Why they drink alcohol, why they watch movies, why you want to get married. You do everything just because you can't handle your own self. You get married so that you don't stay alone. You watch movies, sometimes a lot of people do just to distract themselves or just enjoy, because they are so quite disturbing maybe, or most of the time people drink alcohol because to release stress. And that's the ultimate point of that enlightenment and God state and spirituality, death of the mind, and to get into the unknown state where the mind is dead completely, where there is the unknown, and it is up to you if you accept it or not. But if you are made to accept it, you get there without any effort. But if you are not, you won't. It's not that I'm telling you that you are made. It's just that if you are ready to it, if you are open to it, it appears. It's like everything is just so good. Suddenly they become like you leave, you let go all the realities and thinking and everything at once. But my point is that it's just like it's effortless, and where you just like know everything, and you let go the known that you have known, the teaching, the mind, the thinking, the imagination, conclusions, and everything at once, and there is nothing to talk about. It's like just silence there, and that is what there is. And when the mind comes, it just start to ruin everything. I'm telling you this. The mind is the problem, really. Yeah, you cannot fix it. You may try your best, but it gonna go back there. So the more you sit alone, I mean, it just that you don't have to sit alone. You can even just walk. You can, while you are talking to someone. It's just that uh, I'm not trying to tell you to do something. I'm just telling you that to close your eyes and just feel yourself. And suddenly you come to the stage where the mind is no more disturbing you, because that is your natural state where you are free completely. And the more distance you create, the more space you create day by day, you get used to it. It doesn't matter what life is, job, responsibilities, all that, they do not matter. Because even if you don't have them, if you're alone sitting on your bed, you're still going to have a problem with yourself. Because ultimately, it's the mind. So, escaping your reality is not a solution, but to let go, to even like it is very effortless. So that's the problem. Any effort you make to get there to that point state or enlightened state, it's just useless, because it will distract you. It will, you're gonna feel overwhelmed and confused, like no, I don't want to be there. I don't care about it. I just want this. Like you get angry. No. So it's just that you get frustrated. Like what is this? I don't know mind. I don't know thought. So it's just that you are trying so hard, and when you let go, and then you still have this question, and that is not you. The mind is there again. So can you say, after when you let go the mind and you are left out with, I don't know what is there then. See, what is there? I don't know. I don't even say I don't know, because what is there to solve? It was how it was before. The mind when comes, it ruined everything. The problem is the instrument you are living in, you think you are living in. And if you start practicing, if you start listening to people, if I just talk, I help not only you, I'm helping myself too. Because we get distracted, mind comes into the game. It's very difficult, but the more you practice being alone and just being effortless. No, don't please take my words for teaching. I just mean, like, whenever you get time, and you are disturbed so much, and of course disturbance is there. As long as there is mind, there is no happiness, there is no peace. Peace is only there when my mom is calling. I will talk to her later, but it's not important. I know what she's gonna say. So please, I know. So you may, I think, your mom is calling. Just take the phone. They share something important, maybe. No, I know exactly what is there. So can you see, like, even now, like, I'm thinking what people we gonna say if I don't take her phone. No problem. I will take her phone, no problem. I know what it is about. Even I called her before. That's why she's calling back. So maybe she gonna ask me, like, why you called me before. So can you say this, that problem is mind, not you. And when you drop it, how to drop it, I don't know. But when you do it, there is no one to say and talk about. And you may still function, but you may function completely differently from inside. Outside you may be same. So that's all for today. I just wanted to share, like, I myself sometimes, not sometimes, now, from now on, if we talk about the truth more, and we don't practice, we just like smile, like just like this moment. Good. You have to do nothing to be there. It's here right now. That's it. Thank you.